Right, so I'm using Anastasia Beverly Hills Singles today. The shades that I'm using are, this is Deep Brown, Beauty Mark and Brick. So any browns that you've got basically. And I'm going to take a Peaches and Cream PC20 brush. So it's just like a flat brush. And I'm just going to place Deep Brown, the darkest shade, just above my crease. And the reason I'm going above is because I've got a slight hood, so it's just so you see when my eyes are open. And I'm going to stop right there because I totes forgot to put my tape on. Right, so now my tape's on because I'm doing a wing today. And I just like the fact that the tape helps me, practically does it for me. So I'm just going to dab this all around. And then it's going to go to, obviously, to the bottom. I'm not too fussed about going right in my inner corner because I am going to sort of buff that away anyway when I start to put my lid shade on. But I just want the shade like building up here. And I'm going to slightly square it. So then on top of that I'm going to take Beauty Mark and I'm first going to dab it on. This is with a Kit Kat My Precise Crease brush. And I'm just going to dab it all the way around. And then once the colour's down, I'm just going to blend where they meet because I just want to make sure that they merge together. So constant backwards and forwards. I will go more in depth when I do my blending 101 video where I can go a bit more in depth, but with all my looks it's a constant going back in with the other colour, going back, you know. And then no additional product on the brush. What I used the deep brown with, I'm just going to buff out just so I know that they're all nicely blended together. Taking a fluffy brush, this is the Stellazzi Mini Crease Fluff, and I'm going to buff that above that. So first I'm just going to place the colour down. And it kind of doesn't matter about this shade. Well, it does, but it doesn't matter that I'm being a bit more messy with it because I am really going to blend it out anyway with a clean blender brush. I just want to get that colour on. And these shadows are hella pigmented. Taking a big fluffy brush, this is a Xobeauty 221. You can tell that all my favourite brushes are dirty because I'm having to use new ones today. Now can you see how that's nice and blended out? It's lovely. Right, taking a synthetic brush. This is my favourite one to do this. This is the Xobeauty Crease Detail brush. I'm going to place it on my inner corner and just dab most of the product here. If you've seen my soft glam eye, it's very much what I did on that. Only I'm only going to do a half. So I'm going to start dragging it up. I've not got rid of the product on my brush yet because I just want to make sure I've got enough concealer down. Right, wiping off my brush, I'm going to go in. Now, a good way to do this as well is the same as with like a structured cut crease. Once you've got rid of most of the product, open your eyes and see where it ends anyway, and then you know you can work just above that and soften it. So all it is you're dragging it down. I had to go in with a bit of concealer on the inner corner because I kind of dragged it too far out. We don't want it too muddy there. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I think that's beautiful. Right, and before I do anything else, I'm just going to deepen up this outer corner because I was meant to do that first. So we will have to go back in with some more concealer because I forgot to do this first. But I'm going to try and keep it in a rounded shape. And I'm not going to go in with Brick because I don't want to put Brick on the actual lid. So I'm just going to keep it to Beauty Mark and Deep Brown. Right, I've literally got like the dregs of my concealer and I'm just gonna, still a bit too much, dab it here just to get that rounded shape back again. And then bloody mess it up. I've just gone over the top of my concealer just to make sure it's all dabbed in. Right, the pigment that I'm using today is Rattlesnake by Peaches and Cream. Right, once that's on, I'm going to take that My Precise Crease brush again, and I'm slowly just going to tickle the edges of that. I don't want to take too much of the product away. I just want to make sure there's no like chunks. But to be honest, I didn't do too shabby of a job. But can you see that I've kept it rounded? So if I stretch my eye, you can see that it is a bit more rounded. I just wanted that sort of rounded edge, so then when my wing goes in, you can still tell it's there. Right, I'm going to go in with the, this is the Ciate London Face Flick liner. I'm going to go in with this just to outline my wing, and then I'm going to go in with liquid afterwards. I don't like to freehand liquid because I find that with my texture it can sort of get everywhere. And then I'm going in with a liquid. This is the Poundland liquid liner. It's so good. So I don't want to like mess with that anymore, because when I try messing with my wings to fix them, they end up getting fatter and fatter and fatter. And due to my hood, it ends up that it like basically sticks all the pigment down to it. So I think that's a nice little wing, so I'm happy with that. So let me just clean up my under eye and put some concealer on, and then we'll be back to the bottom. So that is how we're looking now. So I buffed into some concealer, and to bring out the green more, I'm going to go in with a green pencil. This is the NYX Slide On Glide On. Throughout this series, generally the pencils that I use are the NYX ones if I don't use the Zoeva Black, because I just find them really good. And then I'm just going to buff that just a tad, just underneath. Sorry about that, my battery went again. I don't know what it is with my camera. I don't know whether the charging bit is broke, I don't know whether the actual batteries are broke, but I charge them and they just die super quickly, and I'm like, oh, so frustrating. Anyway, I really like that, and if I had a dark emerald I'd actually smudge that under it, but because I don't, I'm going to go in with the colours that I used anyway. So first I'm going to put a really thin layer of the deep brown shade just on the top of this green, just sort of joining it in with the flick. And then using the same brush, I'm going to slightly go underneath that with the Beauty Mark one. I mean, at this point it wouldn't actually really make a difference if you just went in with either or, because now that I've put them on top of that, they are quite similar on top of the liner. I don't think it really makes a difference. And then taking a flat A13 brush from Spectrum, I'm just going to go along those with Brick. This is what's going to warm it back up and just blend them all together. You'll notice I didn't go too far in here with my darker colours. That was purely on purpose, because I don't want, even though I wanted this to be a darker eye, hence using the dark green, I want the inner corner to be quite light, so I'm going to go back in with that pigment. So the brush I had the pigment on, I'm not going to get any more of it, I'm going to use what's on the brush, and I'm going to dab it all in my inner corner. You can see there's still plenty there, and brush it so it's meeting this inner corner as well. And I'm going to go back up here a bit, because I want that pigment to be quite here. I'm going to curl my lashes, because I've been finding my falsies have not been sitting right, and I think it's because my natural lashes are quite straight. So we're going to see if this helps. So the lashes I'm going in with today are Xobeauty in the style, oh, what did I go for? Thunder. So they wing out, but they're ever such a fluffy lash. And just to let you know, Xobeauty lashes you can get from falseeyelashes.co.uk. I promise I'm not sponsored by them, because I know I mention them a lot. It's just that a lot of the lashes that I got, I got from that site. It's just to let you know, you can buy the Xobeauty faux mink ones. They are pricey, they are £20 a pair. But in my opinion, they're really worth it. And if you buy direct, when you factor in shippings and custom, you end up paying more anyway. So I think it's worth it. And it's free shipping in the UK. Plus, I think it's lash 10, all capitals, all like together, gets you 10% off. It's not a code, my code or anything, it's just literally their generic code. And they also do deals every now and again if you sign up for email alerts. I just think it's worth it, especially if you can get a bit of discount on them. But I do think they are really, really lovely lashes. My favourite ones that the Xobeauty, oh, what are they called now? See, she says they're a favourite and then she can't remember what they are. Oh, Illusion. That was it. But I like all the faux mink ones. Maybe I shouldn't have curled my lashes. So that's the finished look. I hope you've enjoyed this video and I hope you're enjoying Made Up in May. I can't believe we're nearly at the end of it. I am exhausted, but it has been so much fun. I promise to do some full face ones soon. It's just been a hectic time at home, and this style is, this way of filming is actually so much easier, and I get more out of it, because sometimes I do just want to play around with makeup and do an eye look without doing a full face, as I've already explained, and this way is just so much better for me. So I hope we can appreciate it going forward. Anyway, I'm gonna go. I love you lots and I will see you tomorrow. Bye guys!